YouTube, what's going on today, everybody? Back here with another video, and I do need to come clean about something I did in the creator event, specifically the tournament. And we're just gonna start off from day one of playing the game, right? Took some time, but I figured out my style. I figured out a good way of success, ripping combinations, high, low, low, high, just mixing it up, right? My opponent was blocking low, I would go up high. If they were blocking high, I was going low, starting off combinations to the body, starting them off to the head, etc., right? So that is kind of how I got most of my success, was being unpredictable, mixing up my strikes. Even though I was mainly a hooker, you know what I mean. I was mainly throwing hooks, not the other kind. But yeah, that was the reason for my success. So walking out of day one, I know we're having a tournament. I feel very confident about that. I got the matchup that I kind of wanted. Not to say, you know, Biz was bad, but the other two were kind of question marks for me. So I want to go up against Showbiz, right? So I wake up, day two of playing the game, right? I haven't even showered yet. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I immediately go to the mirror, right? I immediately go to the mirror in the hotel room, and I'm just shadow boxing, right? Letting them rip, letting them rip, man. In my drawers, so I'm just letting everything hang out in my drawers. Lightning fast on my toes. I'm feeling really good, right? So I get all tidied up and whatnot. Day two comes around, right? And in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win this card. I win in the tournament. I wanted that card. I wanted my Ali card, right? So going into it, right, we all pretty much understand that the versus an Orthodox, the lead side is weak. I think actually, really, we just all thought the body itself was weak. I think besides the middle. But we all knew that was broken. So shit, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of it, right? For the first time while I play video games, I'm taking advantage of an exploit or playing meta or whatever, because I wanted to win that damn bad. I wanted that card. So we go in day one, right? Showbiz, I kind of mixed it up a little bit still, but I made sure I found that body right. Both sides of the body, and I eventually, even though it's kind of back and forth because I had to get up at the last minute, they say it's kind of controversial because it was at 10, but I was getting up anyway, but I got that out the way, right? So here's the finals. I'm one win away from winning this card, right? And I in this matchup, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I went full spammer. I went full meta, full exploit, whatever you want to call it. I wasn't thinking about mixing up strikes, really cutting off the ring, none of that. Everything that I used day one to be successful, I just forgot it all of day two, and especially in this championship match, y'all. So pretty much, I'm spamming, right? I'm throwing right hooks to the body whenever I can. Right, whenever I see fit, y'all. When I tell y'all, I'm not throwing shit else, right? But then because everything else, like the head, everything else was just you didn't get any type of damage. It took a lot of shots to get a damage pretty much anywhere else. So at that point, I get him to that one tap. So he just said, forget everything else. I'm gonna block my body. So I'm still like like whenever you move, like, so whenever I would actually get into range to throw the body shot, he just knew it was coming. So he wasn't worried about blocking his head or nothing. And I wasn't really worried about hitting it. And so I think eventually he gets me one shot as well to the body. And now I'm vulnerable. I'm getting knocked down. And after I get knocked down, he's on his bicycle, right? He's doing what he got to do to win. I was trying to do what I had to do to win, right? So long story short, he eventually, after many attempts on the minigame, because I'm very good at the minigame, he was literally running across the screen. I'm cold at that minigame, and I had the least practice going into day two because, you know, your boy was getting it done day one. But I was good at that minigame, but eventually I just couldn't get up anymore. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to let y'all know, because I don't think anyone else was really talking about, like, let me tell y'all firsthand, I was using that exploit and I got beat using an exploit by somebody that was boxing and surviving. So I took an L. But if we're being serious and we're looking at the situation in a broader span, in a broader view, I got cheated out of that card. So let me tell you guys something, right? So that first matchup, Fanatico coach, they were at welterweight. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. I don't know how that fight went. It was fucking long. Don't care. Me and Biz were at heavyweight, right? So the winners of those two, it would have only made sense for it to be at super middle, since that's the last weight class left, right? But no, Fanatico insisted on welterweight, and me being me, right? I'm a warrior at the end of the day, right? I'm a virtual warrior. I wasn't about to go back and forth, right? But I knew what I was going to do when I got in that ring, right? So I said, you know what? We can go to welterweight. It doesn't matter, right? That was the ego. That was the ego in me, right? I wasn't actually looking at the situation with my glasses on, right? There was something going on in the welterweight division. I don't know what, but I could never really fully fight to my full capabilities there, right? And I think that they knew that. I think even the owner, I have to bring Rack into this. I think they all knew that I wasn't my best at welterweight, and they wanted to put me in there at a disadvantage. Also, he was using Kell Brook, and Kell Brook's gloves, if you kind of look at the trailer, you can kind of tell they're a little flat. So yeah, I was battling a lot of different obstacles besides just my fight. There was a lot of things in that championship fight that I myself had to worry about. And honest to God, I don't care what anyone else says. With those obstacles and the way that they cheated me out of that win, I don't care what anyone says. I am the best virtual fighter in the world. I won that fight. I got cheated. That's bullshit. SEI, if you want to fix this, because I was done wrong. Send us both a copy of the game. Send us, okay, hold on, I gotta be serious. Send us both a copy of the game so we can settle this fair and square at super middleweight, okay? Fuck, they're not gonna, I'm trying to find different ways for them to send me the game, bro. But if you stayed this long, shout out to you. I'm out, man. Bye.